I can just play a couple labs and try out the labs decks. I think that would be fun. I hear the music. We're in, boys. Yo. All right. Finally. Whew. That was a little awkward. But luckily, it looks like we're able to play. Okay, so basically, we're playing, both of us are playing like the full-on mono Targon deck, which is pretty expected because everyone just wants to check out Targon. Let me go ahead and Messenger Sigil. I can't play Messenger Sigil. Let's take a full mulligan, try to get some early proactive cards here. Alright. I'm gonna actually have to remember how to play this game a little bit, because we've been just pure theory crafting this expansion for literally weeks at this point. So my brain is gonna have to remember how this game even functions for a little while. Okay. And I'll try to like keep things beginner friendly as I can. It's gonna be like a little bit getting into the habit. Because I know it's like new expansion, there's probably a lot of like new players watching. We can go ahead and take an attack here since we have the heal in our hands. We don't have like a proper combat trick though, so if he actually cast something on the stack there, that would have been quite awkward. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so in this case, basically, we have a bit of a weird turn where we want to enable our invoke from our Lunari Priestess later, but we're conflicted between trying to be mana efficient for this. I can actually go for the mana efficient play because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to invoke something from Scryer that will allow me to invoke off of my Nightfall Priestess later. Reasonably speaking, like looking in this hand, I'm not actually gonna have to use my Nightfall Priestess anytime soon, right? Anytime soon at all. I actually love this labs mode. This is a really, really great way to get people into like, trying out decks. Yeah, we can just take this block. Because it's basically just a way to demo all the new like archetypes and decks that you might want to build. Yeah. So he has Guiding Touch too, so he'll keep his unit alive here. Alright, and this is the Daybreak visual. So basically, Daybreak just means if we play it on the first action, we're good to go with its effect. Although, in this case, we might want to Mountain Scryer first. Yeah, we'll just Mountain Scryer here. Alright, so we've got, this is Invoke. Basically, it gives us 3 Celestial cards that we get to choose between. It's kind of memey, but I actually want to go for Cosmic Inspiration here. I think I'm actually fine to go for Cosmic Inspiration here, because this is going to be a pretty slow and like stat-based matchup. And it shouldn't be hard to behold another Celestial. So in this case, we can actually just go for probably the second Mountain Scryer would be fine, right? Yeah, that's kind of like the most like long-term efficient play. So we can just keep beholding here.
I'm basically 1/8.
Cosmic Rays. This is a meme. This is such a meme to choose this. This is a terrible play. I'm gonna choose this just because it's really funny and I want to see like if it works out. This is a terrible play. Don't actually do this. I'll explain why later. Well, actually, I can just explain why now. Basically, we really don't want to be like. First of all, these two are really slow and heavy together, and they both require me to behold a different one, right? So, I'm not going to be able to play the second one because I'm going to be out of Celestials to behold. Behold just means if they see, something in hand or on board, right? Okay. Yeah, and we can just pass here. We're really in no hurry to speed this game up. We've got the late game in our hands. Alright. 14k viewers. Yeah, this is, we got on front page here. The stream is sponsored by Prime Gaming. So, that's thanks for that. And basically, we just talk about like, the Legends of Runeterra expansion and all the new cool stuff that it brings. which is very, very easy to do, because, hey, that's something I'm an expert on. So, I mean, this really seems like the best transfer a Cosmic Inspiration if I really did want to play it out here and try to disrupt his attack in a massive way. I think the best thing for me to do, actually, though, is to try to get a Daybreak in here while I can. Let's go ahead and sneak in a Solari Shield Bearer. I think this will do a good job of making his attack a lot more awkward as well. Okay, and now that we've done that, we can play Cosmic Inspiration. So the idea here is basically, because we each play an action, we alternate playing actions. He's got the attack token, which means he can attack at any time. So we want to sequence our turn in a way that makes his attack at any given point in time a little bit more awkward, right? Like the Solari Shield Bearer is kind of going to give him the most immediate pressure on his attack. We just want to make sure he doesn't get a good attack at any given point. That's the most important thing. So now it's a new turn, and that means it's a new day. So we can go ahead and play out one of our priestesses. And because we played this card, because we played Cosmic Inspiration, everything is absolutely overstated in our hand. Let's go ahead and open up with Solari Priestess. This is a Daybreak, which means its effect happens if it's the first thing I play on a turn. We can go ahead and get the Fallen Comet here, just because the opponent might play Aurelion Sol that we'll want to obliterate later. So the Daybreak effect just means if it's the first thing I've played on that turn, right? Now, Nightfall means if it's not the first thing I've played on a turn, which means my next play can actually be Lunari Priestess, right? I can go Solari Priestess, enabling the Daybreak, and that can enable the Nightfall of Lunari Priestess. Okay, Meteor Shower doesn't do much here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and Cosmic Rays instead, honestly, right? This is just better. I mean, why would I Lunari Priestess when we can just do that? That's just much more clean. So this is our attack now. It's been our attack turn, so he's kind of been in the same dilemma of just trying to block our attack at any step of the day. But because his Solari Shield Bearer came out after he had to play other cards, it doesn't have the Daybreak effect of the extra health, which means it basically doesn't really end up reducing our attack at all. Dude, that sound. Okay, so this is the Infinite Mind Splitter. This is the new big dragon thing. Fury just means when it kills a unit, it gets +1/+1 permanently. And this permanently picks 2 enemies, and when I hover here, you can see which 2 it's linked to, and then every turn for the rest of the game, it'll stun it on round start. So we're not gonna let that happen. We're just gonna go ahead and kill this. And this is the Comet effect, right? We just get to obliterate something for free. So we can go ahead and Lunari Priestess here. So what we're looking for. Wait. Why did I not get to choose there? Wait, what? Was it just like spam clicks? Because I didn't even get to see it. Okay. So we do have the ability to attack and potentially end the game, but we haven't played Aurelion Sol yet, guys. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah. So it's a little late for Moonsilver, but we can go for it.
What do you see from
It's just a Sol.
the vault of heaven drawn in twinkling lights. Faraway worlds, galaxies, all connected.
It's very, very, very important to do it like this. So now he has the ability to survive this attack, so we can just go ahead and take this attack. So the nice thing about this game is you can use the Oracle's Eye to see what's gonna happen every time you submit when everything calculates. You don't actually need to do the math on your own. So we did have the ability to potentially end the game there. I don't think his deck could have really done anything to stop us, but I just couldn't help myself. It's labs, it's day 1, we're messing around. I need to see Aurelion Sol get popped. This is very, very important to me. So, I mean, I really just had to do this. Alright.
The constellations bow to me.
So we got our level up.
I'm basically 1/8 gay.
Yo, Swarmith, do you have a recommendation that gets
Our hand is too full to draw a card, but it's totally fine. So Aurelion Sol makes all of our Celestial cards cost 0 mana. So all of our Celestial cards are completely free now. So what we need to do, is we need to go ahead and give everything a little bit more of a buff. So we'll use another Cosmic Inspiration, granting all allies everywhere +2/+2. Oh, you know what? We actually did that out of order, because it costs 0. It would have refilled more mana if we had played Behold the Infinite first. I didn't even realize that. Sky's Descent. So it deals 15 to all enemies, and he has the mana to be able to use it. Our Aurelion Sol has Spell Shield, which means it's currently immune. I can use Behold the Infinite now. I don't think it'll change anything. I mean, we can try to get him back for that. We can see. I think I just want to choose, like, the cheapest one. We can also choose the Traveler, just because we have Asol on board. But I really just need to be mana efficient here, actually. This is so important. So, he's basically absolutely destroying my board here. But our Asol has Spell Shield, so it doesn't get damaged at all, right? Now, he's out of mana, which means we can try to obliterate 2 enemies. But what would be better to do first, would be to try to get another Invoke if we do have the ability, right? Or potentially disrupt his card, right? How can we do that? We can just use our Challenger for this. Alright, that's fine. We can just end this. So Supernova can go ahead and basically obliterate both of these. Now he's got Spell Shield on his Firebrand, so it will protect it from the obliteration, but my Snake can go ahead and drag it with Challenger, which means I can attack whatever I want. And we can just punch him for 17 to win the game. We don't need to draw it out beyond that. That's fine. That's a good amount of drawing it out, right? We got our Asol leveled up. That's kind of all that mattered, right? So this is just a really, really fun deck. It's just like super crazy, like big spells and units being like slapped left and right.